Here's the secret of this video. I was really obese my whole life. Then I lost all the weight without a gym in 3 months. And to prove to you, pessimistic, self-hating person, that you actually can change your whole life, I got obese again. And this time, on my way back to fitness, I will take you and guide you every step of the way. That's right, no excuses. I will take you by the hand like a toddler. I will guide you step by step to your goals. And I will document everything on this channel. You will get what you wish for. So here it is, the ultimate beginner's guide I wish I had when I was a lost man.
Stop, I'm scared. I don't think I can do this. I don't have the right life for this. I'm not the right kind of guy and...
I understand you. I really do. Your job is just to breathe and listen, okay? I'm here for you. And by the way, it's a very good sign that you're still here, because those guys who ain't gonna make it are already gone. I was exactly where you are right now. This guy was really obese his whole life. Always found himself ugly, awkward, freaky, scared, never had a girlfriend, never even had a date, was addicted to porn, was addicted to food for 23 years. But then he met a guy through video games on Discord, and he was the first person to tell him, you know what, you're wholesome, you're a good person, you're funny, but you look like a fat lazy bum. I'm sorry, but you look like you don't know how to take care of yourself. And then those 12 weeks came where his whole life changed. I really mean this. Suddenly, way easier than he ever thought possible, things started to get rolling. Confident, strong, disciplined, free from porn, was being called handsome for the first time in his life. Girls actually started to check him out and started to flirt with him. And he found his first girlfriend he is still together with today, 3 years after that. I will teach you the first and most important lesson in this whole channel. It's a lesson that if you hear it once, it will guide you with everything difficult that would stand between you and your goals. This whole thing you're going through right now, and I can't say it any other way, is the essence of what it means to be human. This journey you're about to begin right now is the core of every story that has ever been told between humans since the dawn of time. After hearing this, after seeing this, after learning this, every movie, every series, every book, you will recognize this story. This journey was ever present, and this eternal human story has the name The Hero's Journey. If you think I can't do this, I'm not the right one, I don't know if I can do this, I'm scared, good, perfect, because that only means that you're right here on your hero's journey. It's actually a part of the whole thing. Otherwise, this thumbnail wouldn't mean shit to you. Something in you thought that this could be a portal or the first step of the way to a better life, which is a really good thing to know, that something in you actually calls you forward on the right path, always, and you have always the decision to either listen to it or to look away because you're scared or worried, or you're too lazy, or you're too evil to do the right thing. And here's the best news. You're actually way further than you think, because you found me, you found a mentor, someone who has been through that journey and knows the way through it, who will go every step of the journey with you. Believe me, you're way tougher than you think. You will get to know yourself in this journey for the first time in your whole life, and who you are will actually blow your mind. Are you ready? It's going to get scary right now, because here's your first opponent. Millions of people who faced him failed. But you won't. I will teach you how to beat him. And his name is...
Counting calories.
But Mentor, I've heard it a million times and it doesn't work for me.
First, I know I didn't have any success with this for 23 years either. Remember, I am you, so trust me. This time it's going to be different. I'm going to use the app MyFitnessPal. You are free to use any app you want. The most important features you're going to look for are barcode scanner and the feature to put in new meals that aren't in the database yet. So very easy concept you've heard a million times before. Calories in, calories out. Okay, now that we know know we have to eat less. How much less? Download an app, make an account, give the app all the information they need, like age, gender, and don't cheat by gender, weight, height, activity level, and your goal. Goal meaning how much you want to lose per week. But even though we're going to do exercises, I still want you to put in the activity level that you would have without these exercises. My activity level is low. I work at my desk the whole day. If you're going to enter how much you want to lose per week, the first time I lost weight, I entered 1 kilograms per week, which was efficient, it was fast, but I actually regretted going for that much of a weight loss. Because as you can see in those gold pictures, I actually look quite skinny. I didn't put on as much muscle as I could if I had gone for a lower bar of weight loss. So this time around, I will enter 0.5 kilograms per week. I know it could be the case that it takes longer for you to lose that fat, but I promise you, you will look better in the end. And it's actually easier to maintain that because you have more calories per day you can access. And here's the cool thing. The further we will go in this journey, the more muscle we will put on, which burn the most calories. That means we will get more efficient at losing weight along the way. So here's what I want you to do in the next 2 or 3 days. You won't change any of your diet habits. You're just going to get used to tracking everything you're eating. And here's the thing you have to invest into: a food scale. You will have to get used to that process. You will have to get used to the app, how it works, how fast it is, what you can track, what you can't track, without worrying about the calories themselves. We will get to that later. Don't overwhelm yourself. If you eat things that are pre-packaged or pre-portioned, it's highly likely that those things are in the database already. But if you, let's say you cook chili, for example, you have to find a way in the app where you can set up a complete meal, where you can put in the recipes, so to say. So those food trackers, they also track the 3 macros: proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. You need protein to build your muscle. My go-to protein sources were tuna and chicken because they have low calories and high amounts of protein. We will get into what to eat in other videos, but what helped me a ton: tuna and those big bags of vegetables in the freezer in the supermarket. Those are cheap, those are plenty. If you make them in a pan with the tuna together and some sriracha sauce, for example, which has very little calories, it's going to fill your stomach, it's going to make you satiated, give you actually some nutrients from the vegetables and give you the protein you need, and it will make maintaining the calories really easy. Fats. The first time around, I tried to avoid fats as much as I could. I think fat is very important for digestion, and I didn't take that into consideration, so I will change that here too. I will actually try to eat as much fat as I can while staying below my calorie boundary. Fat is just a really important resource for your body to maintain all its functions like digestion, like the hormones. And third macro is carbohydrates. Those give you energy. If you ate a lot of carbohydrates in the day before, you will feel a lot stronger, but I tend to avoid carbohydrates because they tend to be highly processed, and I want to avoid those highly processed foods. So things I will avoid are things that made out of dough, so pasta, bread, cake, anything of that sort. Anything that has a lot of sugar in it, I will try to avoid. I won't demonize those things because I know how boring food can get if you limit yourself so much, so I won't be sticking to that limitation myself very often, I think. But I will try to maintain that most of the time. But things you can eat to get a lot of energy that is good for you, I think it's things like potatoes are very good for you. Vegetables of any kind that have a lot of carbs in it, like beans, peas. I try to eat things that are more natural and less processed. Okay, and here is one of the most important things which nobody talks about, and it boggles my mind that nobody talks about this. It's really, really important. You have no idea how much of a difference it makes. You have a completely different personality even if you didn't drink enough water in the day before even. It all comes together in the current day. You will feel it if you're dehydrated. It's not that easy to get hydrated again. You can't just drink a whole bottle of water and everything is good again. You have to maintain that over like 2 days to reset your hydration. So if you don't drink enough water, you won't be able to think clearly first. Your brain will literally shrink. You will have more headaches, more brain fog. You will be way more easily irritated, aggressive. You will have less quality sleep. It affects your muscles and your energy accessibility. So you will be way less strong if you're dehydrated. And it's really a shame that throughout my whole first journey, I didn't consider this. I struggle a lot with drinking water, so I have to really think about it and put my mind to it. But that's actually the reason why I do see the difference between being hydrated and being dehydrated. You have to at least drink 3 liters of water every day. Every day. Now we're getting to the exercises. So I did 5 very simple exercises with just 1 dumbbell. I didn't even have 2, I had 1. Mine was 5 kilograms, so you don't have to have a weighty one. If you're just getting started, it will be plenty. What I did was I started with warming up, then I did a handstand, not too close to the wall, not too far away, of course. If you can't support your weight with your hands, this could be dangerous, so you have to judge for yourself. But I was very heavy and I was very weak, so even I could do that, so it's worth a try. For the handstand, you will do 3 times with 2 to 3 minutes of pause in between. Then the second thing I did was dumbbell rows, so I did it on my desk. You can use anything you want that is stable enough and doesn't roll away and can support your weight. You have to level your back as much as you can. You have to look down, not up, and you will pull the dumbbell up and down as much as you can. All of these exercises you will do as many repetitions as you can. By the dumbbell rows, you will start with the weak arm first. Try to maintain a straight leveled back. Don't look up, look down, neutral spine, and don't use your arm muscles while you're pulling, but use your back muscles. Those are the ones we're going to train with this exercise. After the pull exercise, we're going to do a push exercise. I did push-ups. So in the beginning, I couldn't do 1 single push-up, so I had to revert to something that is easier for me. And I used the couch and something elevated that made it much easier for me. So I put my hands in shoulder width on the couch and a little below my chest, and I did as many as I could. 2 to 3 minutes pause in between 3 times again. Then we will do a similar exercise to the dumbbell row. Now this time we will stretch out the arms to the left or to the right completely, and then we will use the upper back muscles this time, which are going to be a great contribution to our looks. And after that, we're going to do a plank. And that's all I did. It really is. 12 weeks changed my whole life. Okay, to actually get you through the hard parts of this journey, I will validate everything you think will happen if you get more attractive, because all of those things are true. First, obviously, you will get more attractive. I know looks aren't everything, but it's a big part of everything. It's just like sleep. If you didn't sleep well, your whole day will be fucked. Everything you do that day will be influenced by your lack of sleep. And if you feel more attractive, if you are more attractive, which you will be if you follow this journey with me, it will influence everything you do and every interaction with another human being. You will be more confident. You will be less stressed. Yes, you won't need to hide away. You won't have to constantly feel bad or unconsciously feel ashamed. Your physiological mechanisms will actually function better if you see yourself more of a winner. It really is. I know it sounds stupid, but it is proven. Believe me, your body and mind are more interdependent than you think. They're more connected than you think. And nobody wants to hear this, but people will be nicer to you. They will listen to you more. Your jokes will be even funnier. They will actually put effort in to make you like them. You will have more success romantically, socially, career-wise. You will even have a better immune system, man. Everything will work out better in your favor. You will have more energy and you will be stronger. Of course, you will be fitter. That means everything you do, your whole day, will feel like you have this infinite source of energy. I kid you not, I really felt like I had superpowers. The first time I got on a bike after my transformation, the front part of the bike lifted from the ground because I was used to having that much more weight. I was stronger and lighter. So the bike, I actually felt like I had superpowers. You won't think twice about running to the bus who is about to drive away. Every piece of clothing will start to look good on you. I know all of those things sound vain, but they're really not, because people who start to take care of themselves properly are attractive because of exactly that reason. It shows people, okay, this guy can take care of himself, he's disciplined enough to actually go through with everything, he is fit, he is healthy, he's probably not a creep because he doesn't have to be a creep, he knows things I can learn from him, I can actually rely on him, because what you then accomplished, something which is actually quite difficult. And that's the key to self-confidence. Do things that are difficult. It's not the soulless, you're good the way you are, because you're not. And that's the actual evil, vain thing to say. Just wait for the right person. It's okay. It's just being nice. It's not, because you're getting lazy, you're getting unhealthy, and people don't even treat you like it's okay the way you are. They just want to appear like a good person saying those things. So don't listen to them, and don't ever think that it's vain to love yourself, because that building yourself up, that's self-love. And here's the thing. If you get attractive, I will teach you how to be attractive to a lot of women, but only choose one and then go all in with them, and to maintain a good relationship, like I did with my first ever girlfriend I'm still with today. That's the key of this channel. It's in the name. You will be hardworking, will be attractive, yes, but you will also be honest, strong, generous, charming, funny, witty, and someone who isn't depressed anymore and who isn't anxious anymore, because he actually lives a fulfilling life for the first time without searching the next dopamine hit in the next scroll or in the next porn video. You can do this, man. I would know. But here is your biggest problem. Your motivation sucks, even right this second. Can you feel it? I mean, you're kind of motivated because I showed you that it's clearly possible, and getting to that goal, like getting girls way easier for example, would be kind of nice, I guess, but that motivation you feel, that is low quality motivation. And no, the key is not the old, you have to be disciplined to get through, not just motivated. No. Being actually really motivated in the best qualitative way beats being disciplined, and I think that's even the source of discipline itself. This kind of motivation will not only pull you towards your goals, but actually push you away from bad habits also. Okay, here is the method. If you promise me to take it seriously and really do it with the right intentions, believe me, this will change everything. The best and, by the way, scientifically proven way to actually be motivated for at least a whole year, if not longer, is only one simple thought exercise. In the description is the link to it. And you can do this exercise easily right now, online, for free. So aim at the highest possible good you can conceptualize. Tool yourself into something that can attain it, and then go out there and manifest it in the world. Because you're more powerful than you think. Way more powerful. God only knows how powerful you are in the final analysis, man. So do it. See what happens.